You guys have completely screwed up my office. Look at this place. It's a disaster zone of gun and outdoors camping stuff. You've done this to me. I like keeping a nice, clean office, but a lot has been going on here. We're doing reviews for you guys and getting prepared for the elk hunt that starts in just a couple days. So today we're going to talk about a few very non-obvious things to do the night before you go hunting that'll make your experience so much better. I'll see if I can find a chair around here and we'll get started. I got my notes here. By the way, this is the new iPhone 12 Pro. If you guys want my quick review of it, here it is. Same thing as my old phone. All right, here they go. But I gotta get some notes because I wrote them all down here. First, check the legal time for sunrise and sunset. I don't know how many times this has happened to me that you get everything all ready, you get up to go hunting, you see animals moving around as it's just barely becoming light, and you wonder like, shoot, can I shoot right now? And you're not sure what time the real sunrise is, and so you just gotta wait. In Idaho, you get 30 minutes before sunrise and 30 minutes after sunset, and so know exactly what those times are for your hunt. Number two, download media and maps. I'm using Onyx Maps. I tried Base Map as well, which does have some cool features, by the way, but I just preferred the way that Onyx worked. And so just make sure everything is downloaded. You know, I just got a new phone and you got to make sure that everything is downloaded to this phone, or there wasn't an update that requires you to re-download it, things like that. Make sure your maps are downloaded. All right, number three, review your kill kit. So you go and get your game bags. I'm using the game bags from Argali for the first time this year. We'll see how they do. And there's a lot more though that you may want though. You know, make sure you have extra blades for your I use the Havalon Peranta, whatever your skinning knife is. Get a couple contractor bags. As we were cutting up the Aoudad in Texas, you know, if you can get some contractor bags and set them out, you can keep the meat clean. Instead of getting it all nasty as you're trying to roll it over and such. So a couple contractor bags and then some paracord to hang up the meat in a tree if you need to do that. Some extra things you want, plus some gloves are kind of nice so your hands aren't nasty bloody the rest of the day. Next, pain medication. Make sure you grab some ibuprofen or something. You know, if you played football at all in school, like, yeah, chewing a couple ibuprofen for a game is usually a pretty good idea. Kind of makes it a little bit more pleasant experience. If you're at risk for a heart attack, grab some chewable aspirin. It's a good thing to have with you. Even if you just get a headache one morning, you know, maybe from the altitude or a lack of water, really nice to have some pain meds with you. Next is something to attach the tag. This has also happened to me before. You got your tag, you cut it, but then it's like, great, how do I actually attach it to the animal? And check also in your state how exactly you have to attach it. In Idaho, the tag goes with the largest piece of meat. In other states, it goes with the antlers, etc. Know exactly what you're going to do and how you'll actually attach that. Next is get some spices for cooking your successful game meat. If you get a bit of that backstrap, but you don't want to just have plain raw meat. It's okay, I guess, but it's going to taste a lot better with some kind of spices. So grab some, just put it in a little Ziploc, something to have with you while you're out there. Next is do the milk jug challenge. So this is one that I really believe in. I mean, we all see the stories all the time. Somebody that gets to go on an amazing hunt, spends months preparing, zeroes their rifle, they go out and, this shot's a little bit further than I was hoping it would need to be, or the wind is there, or you're up on a weird elevation, just not quite prepared for it, and you miss the shot after all that effort. And so doing the milk jug challenge, I think, is a great thing to do the day before you hunt. I used to always do this with archery. Go into terrain similar to where your hunt's going to be and set it up at just random distances. Set up some milk jugs, set up 10 of them just at totally different elevations, distances, don't measure them anything. Then stand up with your actual pack that you'll probably use as your rest, whatever you're going to do, and say, okay, set, go, and see how long it takes you to get your pack down, get set, and actually pull off a shot moving fairly quickly. You don't always have all the time in the world. And see how many of those milk jugs did you bust? What's your actual range that you can take an ethical shot? It may be a lot closer than you actually think when you've got to move and it's in a difficult situation. So do the milk jug challenge. Know what your ethical range is that you can actually shoot before you go out there. Next is charge your external battery. More and more our GPS is our phone. Plus you know, if you have a Garmin inReach and you're going to want to be inReach with your family back at home, make sure those batteries are charged, those big external battery packs. I have one from Anker that's awesome. It's like 30,000 milliamp and it's a little bit heavy, but it's great for lasting several days. I always take it with me when we're out, when I'm camping with my family. And it'll charge everybody's phones for several days if you want to listen to an audiobook or something like that. So very nice to have. Just be sure to charge it because it can take 8-12 hours to charge one of those big external battery packs. So make sure it's charged well before you leave. Next one is something that I skip over all the time and just really drives me crazy. Clip your fingernails before you head into the woods because you're going to get all kinds of dirt and nastiness under your fingernails, and it could be a week that you're up there or more. And so your fingernails grow and then it just drives you crazy the whole time. So clip your fingernails before you go. And last one is check what other animals you could be hunting while you're there. You know, maybe you're on a deer hunt, but is it also mountain lion season? Could you also get a wolf tag? Are foxes in season as well? Check some of those species that you may not be necessarily targeting, but maybe you do have a tag for or that don't require a tag, so that if there's a hunt of opportunity that presents itself, you can take advantage of it. Hey, thanks everybody for your support on Backfire. I'm looking forward to this hunt. We're going to go into the backcountry in Idaho on a self-guided, over-the-counter tag hunt for elk, and hopefully things go well. We'll be sure to take you guys along with a video afterward.